Hi and welcome back to the Expert Classroom. I'm Miss Katie and it's Healthy Bones Action Week. Today we're chatting about how to keep our bones healthy and strong for life with expert scientist Sandra Giuliano. Now I don't want to alarm you, but there's a skeleton inside you. Now don't worry, it's not rattling around trying to get out, but it is important to look after it to make sure you grow big and strong and to make sure you can play and move properly your whole life. Did you know that you are born with about 300 bones, but by the time you're an adult you only have 206? As you get older, your bones get bigger and some even join together with the help of stuff called calcium. We all know that including dairy foods in our diet give us calcium, which is great for supporting strong bones, but that's not the only thing we can do. There are 3 steps to building healthy bones: our calcium intake, doing regular weight-bearing exercises, and getting our vitamin D. So it's just as important to get outside and keep moving. So what does it take to become a bone expert? Let's ask scientist Sandra Giuliano. Hi Sandra!
Hi Katie, thank you for welcoming me to the classroom.
Great to have you with us today. So what's the most exciting part of your job?
So the most exciting part of my job is that I can actually ask questions about bone and I can actually research those questions and find out if they work or not.
That is exciting. So how do you use experiments and investigations to find out more about bones?
Yeah, so what we've done with children particularly is we wanted to see the effects of exercise and calcium. So we did a project in schools where they were given milks of different flavours and the children did exercise and we could actually measure their bones to see how much their bones are growing and also how thick and strong their bones were.
So who can you help by being a bone expert?
Look, bones are important all throughout your life. So when we do our work with bones, we're helping everybody from children to adolescents to adults, all the way through to your grandmother and grandfather.
So pretty much everyone really. So how can Aussie kids become experts in their own bone health?
Yeah, look, everyone needs to look after their bones and there's lots of little things you can do to help with your bones. 3 things is when we go outside, we get a little bit of sunlight, so maybe roll up your sleeves. And I often tell the older people to roll up your sleeves and take a cup of tea and sit outside. We need some kind of weight-bearing activity, so hopping, skipping, jumping, and also we make sure that we get enough calcium. So for children, it's about 3 serves of dairy a day, so a glass of milk, a tub of yogurt, and a couple of slices of cheese.
That's so cool. So where have you been on your adventures?
Oh, look, I've been lucky with my work. I've been pretty much all around the world presenting the work. I've been to Europe, I've been to America, I've been to Canada, I've been to Asia. So it's a really fantastic way to see the world and present your work and share the great work we do with other people.
And what kinds of people do you get to work with?
Yeah, look, the beautiful thing with the research is depending on the group we're working with, as to who we associate with. So some of our work with children was done through the schools. We've done some other work with children from the Royal Children's Hospital. With adults, often we get them from the community, so we're dealing with people, general people in the community. I did some work in aged care, so helping older people with their bones. We also do a lot of crossover, so there's nutritionists, there's biomechanists, there's endocrinologists. They're the people that actually look at the hormones for bones. So it's always a really big team effort when we are looking at people's bones and how to help them.
So what's the best thing you've ever discovered about bones?
Well, let me think. Well, one of the fantastic things that I discovered was with the work with Antarctica, because we had healthy people going down and no one ever expected so much effect on their bones. So basically while they're down there, it's dark all of winter. They can't produce any vitamin D. They're also indoors a lot. And we found that they were actually losing bone. So these are healthy, robust people, which you would not expect to be losing it. And so after that, we figured out different ways that we can ensure that they keep their bone health while they're in Antarctica.
So what should everyone know about their skeleton?
Look, Max here, he decides what you do with your skeleton. So the key things with our skeleton is we get enough calcium to keep the bones strong. that we get enough vitamin D, so that's sunlight exposure, so that helps us absorb the calcium so it goes into the bone. And the key thing is that we get some kind of impact on the bone, so running, jumping, skipping, hopping, because when we impact the bone, that's when the bone responds and says, hey, I've got to be stronger. So the bone gets thicker and the bone gets wider so that it's stronger. Look, the key thing with bones, it's like anything, we need to look after them through our whole lifetime. We can't just simply exercise for a week and think that's okay and then we won't exercise for the rest of our life. So the key things are that we get sunlight exposure. We need to make sure in summer it's safe, and we go to the Anti-Cancer Council website and it tells you how much sunlight you need depending on where you live and your skin colour. The next thing is the exercise. It's about maintaining a healthy lifestyle that has some kind of weight-bearing exercise. It doesn't need to be a lot. That's the key thing with bone. We don't need to bounce the bone too much. We bounce it a bit and then we can go on and do some other exercise, and then we make sure that we're getting our calcium through our dairy. So our 3 serves a day, and when you're going through puberty, when we're starting to grow a lot, it's 4 serves a day. So we just need to add in, an extra tub of yogurt or a hot chocolate or something like that in the day. And it's the same when we're old. So think about your bones from now all the way through to into old age.
Well, I'm pretty sure we can all do that. And finally, who is your favourite expert and why?
I did some fantastic work with Professor Donald Bailey, and that was in Canada, in Saskatoon in Canada. And what we did is we measured the children's bones every year, and we measured their calcium intake, we measured their exercise, and we measured their bone every year for about 10 years. So what we could actually then do is work out, like when girls and boys go through puberty, exactly how much bone they're accruing. And from that information is where a lot of the dietary recommendations come from.
Thanks for joining us, Sandra. If you want to find out more about healthy bones, try this investigation with rolls of paper of different sizes. Notice how the thin roll of paper collapses while the thicker roll can hold more weight. This shows us that thicker, healthier bones are better for supporting our body weight. Discover more about how dairy can help keep your bones healthy at the Discover Dairy website. Share the results of your investigation and tell us which experts you want to hear from next at the email address on your screen. Don't forget to subscribe and follow us, and remember, experts don't just happen, they learn, practice and share every day. And we'll see you next time.